Okay. Hello, and welcome. Let's see if I can. This is a perfect storm of little sleep and medication and having not really done anything recording wise in a while because I keep meaning to, and then things come up, and then I keep meaning to, and then I realize that the games I want to record are horror games and I want to have face cams, so I buy a fucking PlayStation camera, and then I realized that the camera's gonna take up the fucking screen because unlike OBS that figured out how to hide that from the person actually playing, like a million years ago, PlayStation can't quite wrap the brains around that little tidbit. Um, and then I got some money and I ordered a computer, and that's not come yet. So I'm gonna try to do recordings on that. And I don't know. I've put like 70 hours into Elden Ring over the course of the last 2 weeks, trying to get myself set up for the DLC. And I'm in the mood for something different. And I played the original of this a long time ago when it came out. Didn't record it or anything, but I really enjoyed it. To help you understand the basic premise is it's basically the smallest sandbox game ever made, and that it's like, you know how sometimes games will boast that like they have like 1,000 by 1,000 miles, and it's like, oh my god, so big, enjoy spending 20 minutes driving between fucking mission objectives. Like I actually saw a map someone made where they colored in what aspects of the GTA 5 map are actually used for anything whatsoever, and this includes main quests, side quests, activities, and it was like 10% of the map. But the open world in this game is, well, in the original Supraland, is a whopping 10 feet by 10 feet, because the whole thing takes place in a uh 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 for some reason my mind is blanking. And of course, my cat, who disappears from the face of the earth until the moment I begin recording, is now over here practicing its how can I sound like a feral animal that has not been fed in weeks. But I'm blanking on that. Seeing play area sandbox. There we go. I think the reason I blanked on that is because it's literally in the name, sandbox. It actually takes place in an actual sandbox, and you're like little stick figures, little toy figures that someone's playing with, and like there's even parts where like you can like see the actual kids like off at the side, like hovering over you, and which is a little creepy, but it was a really fun game with a lot of like really fun mechanics and like upgrades. It was a Metroidvania style game, and that was really enjoyable because it had some pretty creative upgrades and stuff. So we're gonna give this one a try. And I actually know how the first, like, 10 seconds of this game starts. I have to repair some, shit. Because when I got my laptop that then died on me 2 days after the warranty, which this time when I bought a new computer, I finally decided to stop being a cheap bastard, and I spent $80 fucking on a 2-year warranty. So Blue Plumber, there you are. Yes, the rocket is about to launch and we need everyone down there for safety. Come on. Okay, I am Blue Plumber. And it's kind of cool to see that. Are you the main character of the last game? You main character? Because in the last game there was a big war between the Reds and the Blues.
10, 9, 9, 10, 10.
Devs really ran out of the ideas for this one. This 10 DLC is a ripoff. And I'm guessing that's supposed to be a Stanley Parable reference, which these games just in Plumber 7 snooping around the Royal Mansion. I walked into a room, dude. I know the Royal Historian. I'm the Royal Historian. If you want to know more about the first game, I just ask. Okay, so the denizens of Red and Blue used to hate each other. Then the heroic Red Prince solved racism forever by painting a giant farting monster orange. Thus the Purple Kingdom was born. Then you appeared and came over to me. Now please leave. Play the game. The story doesn't matter much anymore. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Like, one thing about the game is that it really does recapture, like, just the silly machinations of a kid playing in a sandbox, which makes the fact that it has 2 Donald Trump references in it kind of annoying. And what's funny is I remember seeing people online complaining about that. And anyone complaining about it was just accused of, you missed me. It's like, dude. Like, games are supposed to be escapism, bro. And, like, even if you want to be all like, but they should reflect the... It's like, if there's one game that should not reflect modern politics, yeah, I can see the kid up there. Hello, kid. How you doing? If there's one, like, thing that shouldn't reflect modern politics, it's a game that's literally about a fucking kid that doesn't know jack shit about modern politics. Like, there's a time and a place to say that, like, we should, like, reflect real world issues, but, like, there's something also to be said about the joy of recapturing that part of your youth where you didn't know about all those issues. And, like, no, it's not like denial or anything bad to, like, want to briefly go back to that point where you were just a kid playing and you didn't care about... I didn't know. Glad you're here, Plumber, and sure everything's working. Yeah, I'm definitely ensuring everything's working. This is not gonna be a disaster whatsoever. Taking the head count that way to the launch. How exciting! I am not gonna read all these. Yeah, yeah, you're starving. You haven't been fed in years. I'm neglecting my animals. I swear to God, he knows that he knows that I'm recording. He knows. Today I embark on a historic journey. I shall boldly go to the house. It'd be cool if you actually get to go to the house. Because, like, the original game took place entirely in the sandbox. Which was actually really fucking big. Like, yeah, it's like a marketing, like, stunt to say, like, on, like, the Steam page and whatnot, how, like, tiny the sandbox is, but it is really big. What about... Okay, here, boom, I fixed... Okay, I think I know where I can get another one. Just give me a minute. Do I have a sprint button? I do not have a sprint button. And you are blocking my way. And what's with you with your little pose? Okay, you know what? The red one. The red one will... I'm sure putting a red one on a blue thing isn't going to cause any problems. No, I fit... No, I fit... You motherfucker. House is over there, by the way. The Rakening! Rain calm, everyone. Yeah, where are we going? Sewer and check everything. Okay, I'm in the sewer now. I don't know if I'll do a full let's play of this. I'm just okay, we got pirates and kings and stuff. That works. The bunker won't open, the power's out. Need to go back and find a route to that valve. Oh no. Can I have your thimble? Oh no, the developer room, I don't have anything interesting to say anymore. Oh, sucks to be you. But I want his thimble. Yeah, there was a lot of like fourth wall kind of humor and stuff in the game, which is all good. I don't know what I can't sleep, and I was gonna play some more Elden Dong, which I mean technically I'm done. Like as far as being ready to do the DLC, like literally all I gotta do is go kill Moog. Like I've got everything unlocked and like the path to his place unlocked. And I'm strong enough that I could probably beat him pretty quickly. and I've got there's cave beneath shop. Take this upgrade and save us. Speed ×2. Oh yeah, so one thing that the game had before, and we'll see how much of it has now, is a lot of things like your jump height and your attack power and your movement speed. You could get these incremental upgrades, and it was kind of cool because like it wasn't just like a one-time upgrade of, okay, now your speed is faster, now this is faster, and that's faster. The upgrades were like everywhere, and like some of them were just like you could find them, and some of them you had to do quests to do them, and like there were, I guess you could say, stat checks where like you had to have one of your abilities above a certain amount before you could like complete like make a jump or something. And so it was kind of fun to like explore around and get those upgrades as much as you can. Does that make any sense? Now, one thing I don't like, which isn't a big deal, but like everything in the other game could kind of be explained away as like it was actually the... What? No, I swear to you. I fucking swear on I don't know what. I don't really have anything to swear on. I'm not religious. I swear on Jeebus that fucking cat, he does not exist. He'll be in... I won't even realize he's in the house. I'll think he's outside or something, and my door will be shut, and then I'll realize, oh, he's been in the house all along. He waits until company comes over, and even if you just fed him, he will walk in front of them, and I don't know if you've heard it on the microphone, but he will meow like the most feral, starved, on his deathbed cat ever. And then people will be like, oh, are you not even feeding him? I'm like, no, I'm fucking, he's fucking... And the best part is every time this happens to someone new, they're like, you need to feed him, come on. I'm like, I just fucking fed him. If you want to feed him again, go the fuck ahead. I don't give a shit. And they'll feed him and he'll eat. And then like 2 minutes later, he'll just start doing that again. And just, it's enjoyable to see the look on their face when they realize that they are now part of it. They have now been pulled into his evil. But he does it when I'm fucking streaming or recording too. It's weird. But yeah, the last game, everything kind of felt like it could be explained by I found a spoon. By the fact that it was like a kid playing in their little sandbox. This being all underground, it makes it feel slightly less realistic, but like I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Like, part of me doesn't care, but like the original game, like so much of the stuff you found was like realistic, like the spoon there. Like a lot of stuff you'd find throughout the playground, throughout the sandbox, was just realistic stuff that you could realistically think is there. But what's these fucking gypsum crystals and shit? Now, I could suspend my disbelief and say that maybe the kid is like, you know, has like more stuff that they, and like part of it is their imagination. Or we can just, you know, ditch the whole concept of the kid altogether and have it be that the toys have taken on a life of their own, because they are panicking over the kid raking. So this kind of goes against it being part of their playtime. So I don't know. There you go. Bet your precious Red Prince couldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah. I guess y'all still ain't over all that red blue bullshit. Come back around quick and oh no, I fell down into a hole. Title screen. Alright. I guess you can still see fucking a Supraland side story. Yeah, because I remember that when this was announced, it was supposed to be a DLC for the original game. And then it, like, kind of got so big that they decided to release it standalone. Who the fuck are you? Why you all blue like that? Well, if you got the coin, I won't stop you. Knee bending jump height plus would see this is what I'm talking about. Like this is an element I like. I think that like not enough video games, like actiony games, like it's funny because I could say not enough video games have done like increment. Why is there fucking Minecraft blocks? Have done like incremental upgrades like that, but when you think about it, so many of them do. Like in terms of okay. In terms of like your like RPGs having upgrades that are just like generic plus 2% to damage against this one type of enemy that there are 3 of in the entire game, but only on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. if you're wearing a sombrero. Like I can't stand that shit. Like I hate upgrade systems that are just generic, like percentage upgrades that barely mean anything. And you have to, you basically, like, I don't like upgrade systems that kind of, in RPGs, where you kind of are forced down a path. That's one thing I'll say that I love about Dark Souls. Like, I have a lot of things I could complain about with those games, but there's the number of, like, unless you're going for PvP and you got a min-max, the number of stats are small enough that you can stretch things out and have a little fun. Like you could have a pure like strength build and still put you in like 15 or so points into intelligence, just to have you like a little spelly spell you could cast. I don't know why I can't. I'm guessing the knee bending upgrade is what I need to be able to. So you can see I can barely jump, which I guess makes sense because like I think I'm not supposed. There's no world above. You're pulling my leg. I guess like that fixes like the issue of the way games Yosh. the way games can it's always a classic conundrum of how you handle a sequel and like the resetting of your power. Some games do it like Metroid, where it's like you get a taste of the power early on, and then afterwards you lose a lot of it. And then by the end of it, you'll have gained all that power back, plus some like extras. Knee bending. Bend your knees. Unless you're other M, in which case you have to get permission from your weird, can't tell if he's meant to be a love interest or a father figure. Probably both. Game seems kind of creepy. No, like I'm dead serious. If you've never played Metroid Other M, and all the other Metroid games, it's like you crash on a planet and like you lose some of your abilities and you gotta like re-get them. But in Other M, you just have all your abilities. You just haven't been given clearance. Like you haven't been given permission to use it, and it's not even like there's some like block in your OS where like in your system where like if you don't get the clearance, then like you physically can't use it. It's just she straight up says she's not gonna use things unless she gets permission. She'll be put in like these life or death situations, and like it won't be till like the last second that she's given fucking clearance. It's so fucking stupid. It's one of the worst games ever fucking made. Anyway. But this, it seems like, I'm a new person. I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie gooby. Because I seem to remember, I mean, it's been years, but I seem to remember the last one ending with me, like, can I... Wait. Okay, no. I was going to see if like, I could crouch jump Half-Life style, but it looks like when I crouch, it like kind of yanks me to the ground. Which is fine. Not every game has to have... Can I put this on you? Yes, Sereno. Alright, what else? Jump height. I will say I'm hoping that it continues the incremental upgrades of the last game, because like I'm just gonna throw out numbers because I don't remember exactly, but I'd say there was like 20 height increases and like some speed increases and stuff, and it was cool because it was like a difficulty curve where like you could there were some challenges that you could maybe take on early if you were, you know, quick enough, but if not, you had to get some... Found this box of matches, but not anything to light them with. Well, I mean, I could... Does that work? Yeah, I'm just gonna burn shit. It's a nice match. Go. I am burning stuff. I'm burning you. Oh shit, the matches are like... Oh, I can burn the grass. Shit. Okay, now I'm concerned because there was only 3 matches in that box. Unless they respawn when I go and look back. I hope they respawn. But yeah, I hope that they're not just like nostalgia baiting by having like hints of that original upgrade system, but like not actually having it. And it's like, oh, I bought some jump upgrades, and there's my jump upgrades for the game. No, I really like one of the things I really like you could even like there was a lot of puzzles where you could break the game, and I think the game basically kind of embraced it. Like I think it even had like a button for like resetting your position. But the game kind of embraced you just like fucking with the mechanics and breaking it. Oh, those are just for the lights. Blink. How did I get up there again? Was it over here? No, it wasn't over there because there's nothing crossing over. But yeah, like, I just really liked that, like, I don't think there's been enough games like that where, and again, I know that, like, in RPGs, there's tons where it's like, oh, so and so percent to your upgrades, and like I do like prestige systems in games. Like I think like a good example is Diablo 3, which had that system where I don't think it was the first game I think I can remember doing something like that was one of the Borderlands games, but where if you reached max level and then got enough points for another level up, it just gave you this point that you could put into like a very tiny upgrade that was like kind of meaningless. Like it was such a small amount that it was meaningless, but like for a game that you're meant to kind of like grind and like play with friends and like, you know, I hate using the term life service. Can I? Yeah, baby. And then can I go, baby? Yeah, boy. But like obviously over the course of that, because like there's no worse feeling than reaching max level. And that's something that games have, especially RPGs, have struggled with for a long time. Is like, when should you reach max level? Should it be near the end of the game so that you're always feeling like you're progressing? But at the same time, if you don't reach max level till the end of the game, then you barely get any amount of time to actually enjoy that, you know, max level. I'm gonna burn a bridge. I want to burn the bridge. I want to burn the bridge. Haha, I burned the bridge. And I burned you, and I burned you, and I burned you. Haha. Ooh, let's burn some grass. Okay, you dropped that way too quick. I mean, it's a minor. Oh. Yay, my ball is back. Okay. Minor nitpick, but it's kind of dumb that you, dropped that so quickly. Man, I played through, the, Plague Tale games recently, like, a while back, going for the plats. I had played the first one for like a couple hours on PC, but then my PC wasn't running it really well, and for a game with like that kind of graphics, I didn't want to. I wanted to like step back and enjoy the graphics, so I just put it off until I could, you know, enjoy the graphics. But that game's really bad for that shit where, like, if you watch Joseph Anderson's video about it, he perfectly sums it up. He starts the video by talking about The Witcher, and how at the beginning of the first Witcher, there's this room you can't get into, but there's an open area leading to the room that's blocked by like a like set of cooking, like a big cooking pot thing. But like you can clearly see that there's plenty enough room for you to get past it. And then he gives another example I can't quite remember. But the reason he gives those examples is to basically say if that kind of thing bothers you in a game, then you're gonna fucking hate this game. And your ability to enjoy it will depend on how able you are to... I wonder if getting the pickaxe will let me mine those things and get some gold from them. But yeah, your enjoyment of the game will largely depend on how you're able to ignore and suspend your disbelief on those kind of things. And for me, I can suspend my disbelief. I don't mind that much. Like, cause like, for instance, an example is because if you don't know anything about Plague Tale, there's a lot of rats carrying plagues. You can get eaten by the rats. Rats are afraid of fire, so having a source of fire is good. But like, he has a bunch of examples, but two examples of things that are really dumb is that there's a lot of points where you have to like let me find something. Okay, say I had to climb up this and I didn't have a jump. You don't have a jump. You just have like contextual button prompts that when you get to it, you could press the contextual button prompt to climb up it. And you can't climb while carrying a torch, which is important for the rats. So there's like right here, see this little butt crack right here? There's like one of those little torch holders. And so you have to put the torch on the holder and then climb up and then move on and be more scared, when anyone with half a brain would just bend over and pick the torch up out of the fucking holder. But the game won't let you do that. And another example is that there's sticks kind of similar to the ones that you're blue. Well, it's probably just the lighting. But there's a lot of sticks that you can get. Like if you get a torch and light that, that's permanent, at least until some bullshit contrived thing makes you leave it behind. But with the sticks, those you can light on a fire source, but they only burn for a certain amount of time. And there's a lot of puzzles revolving around trying to get the stick from one point to another to quickly light another source of fire before you die, before it goes out and then you get killed. Problem is, why don't you just bring 2 sticks? The game never explains why you don't just bring a couple sticks, and as one's about to burn itself out, to like burn itself down to where it would hit your hand, just light the next stick. And the game never explains that. And so that's like, you know, like, it's funny that like there's a phrase in video games that for a long time was like a really, like, once you learned this phrase, it was like a really cool moment because you had like a way of being able to explain away a lot of the annoyances, or like not necessarily explain them away, but like kind of like give a word for a lot of the annoyances that you had to deal with in video games. And it's called ludonarrative dissonance. And the most basic, bare bones, bottom barrel example of ludonarrative dissonance is when you're playing like a JRPG and you mow through thousands of enemies. Some of them just mindless monsters, but also like you'd be playing like Final Fantasy VII or something, and you'll gladly fucking cut down and kill like thousands of generic Shinra soldiers that, newsflash, you were once one, so you know for a fact that not all of them are evil and they're just like people, but you'll gladly cut through them all, and then you'll get to like a boss that has like a name and like a personality, and like when you beat them there'll be a cutscene where it's like you have your knife to their throat and it's like, do it. It's like, no, if we kill them will be just as bad as they are. It's like, what about all the other fuckers that you what, like, are you not just as bad as? So that's like the most basic bare bones example. But like somewhere along the lines, I don't really know why, but I don't really pay attention to this stuff. But somewhere along the lines, it became kind of like passe to use that term, even though it still applies and it's still a perfectly usable term to describe a perfectly applicable situation in a game. But I've like had a lot of like things I've seen where someone, and it's been multiple people I've seen do this, so it's something that a lot of people must agree on, but where they'll jokingly say like, oh, I don't mean to bring up the overuse. It's like, if it's overused, it's overused for a reason, because it applies. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway. Now I don't even know why I brought it up. I was talking about something. But hey, isn't that the fun of watching me play video games? Going down a road with me and then wondering if we're ever going to get back to the main road. And I still need a lot for that. But yeah, wondering if we're ever going to get back to that main road, and then if we don't get back to the main road, just being like, okay, I guess that's just not a conversation we're ever going to have, which doesn't bother me much, because like it's like easy to think. Okay, so like I remember, like, I've heard people say, if you can't remember, then it must not have been that important. But it's like, you know, there's people that have, like, accidentally forgotten their kid in a hot car, and then the kid dies, and it's like, I don't really think that that idiom applies as broadly as you seem to think it does. What the fuck is up there? Is there anything else that I need the, boop. Okay, I'm gonna boop, and now I'm gonna run like a motherfucker. Run, run, run. I don't see anything. Can't set people on fire. Alright, so that's not it. Let's look back over here. I don't know why it's got a boing doing 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 when I was able to boing doing myself up here anyway. I mean, I wasn't even able to. To get up there until I boing, you don't. Okay. You boing, 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 boing. No, 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 no. I say no. I say boing, yang, 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 yang. And then boing, yang, yang, yang. And boing, yang, 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 yang. Yoink. Not even close enough. Must be something I'm missing. Probably because I'm half asleep. And I'm kind of hot because I have to have the fan off of me. Ooh, you know what I just realized? When I get my computer coming soon, which should come in like 4 days or so, I should be able to set up some noise gatey stuff so that I could have my fan blowing on me and still do my thing. Okay, was there anything over here that I missed? Like something that I didn't have my correct jump height yet? Ah! Folkers. Yeah, I don't think that when I was first here I could get this jump here. And now I can land here. But yeah, like one weird thing about the first game is it was sometimes hard to tell the difference between when you were breaking the game and when you were just... Oh. I like my way better. Like when you were breaking the game. Okay, boom. Will you press the fucking button, you bitch! Wait. If I go boom, and then I go boom. There we go. I don't know why that was such a fucking problem. Oh, I got you. So I wasn't crazy. Oh, did you know that I wasn't crazy? Guys, did you know that I wasn't crazy? My roundabout method for getting over here actually is necessary. I fell through the hole. I just didn't do it when I was supposed to do it. Now, I'm gonna go around, and then I'm gonna go plomp, and I'm gonna go plomp. Hell yeah! Give me all them secrets. Oh, okay. I'm still really... like... I'm really far away from having the amount that I need. But I mean, that's kind of how the last game was too. Where it was a matter of just like hunting for scraps of coins and stuff you could find to buy the upgrades you needed. so that you could get to the places that you need to get to. How much do you need for that? 42, so I need 12 more. I could get over there. I get some goodies. I want goodies. I'm what you might call a goodie connoisseur. A goodie seer. I'm always afraid. I think I talked about this once before. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna like try to do like a dumb pun. Just combining some dumb words. Or not dumb words, but combining some words into something dumb. And just unbeknownst to me at the time as I'm doing it, it turns out that the few letters from one word combined with the few letters from the other word ends up like not being a good word. And I'm not going to give any examples, obviously. That would be stupid. Why would I ever do that? Oh, can I make this jump? Okay, that's not can I make that jump? Okay. But unless you're like, you know, lying through your teeth, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Trying to think of like an example where I don't have to actually say the example and you'll still get what I'm saying. But anyway, then another thing that oh. Okay, so that's just the thing. Hey, can I... Hold on. I assumed I would... Gimme. I assumed I would need the, yeah. Okay. Just making sure I couldn't do that without the... I came from up there, so... What if I was supposed to, like, find a bunch of coins, like, in the starting area? Most games, don't allow for that kind of stuff anymore. It didn't used to be like that, you know that? Like, being able to, like, hard brick your game... That you didn't used to be something that they was too concerned with. Like, there were games back in the day, like them old Sierra games, where you could fuck up your file and like do something wrong, and you wouldn't know about it for like another like 6 hours of gameplay until you found out that, oh, that item that you threw away or that you sold, like they'd have like shops where you could sell items and you could just sell like stuff that ended up needing, like, was needed for ended up being needed for like story stuff, you just wouldn't know until way later when all the bad stuff happened. Anyway, we're coming up on the ending of this, and like I said, I didn't know if I was gonna do more than one recording, but I'm having fun, so I'm gonna record some more. So come watch some more, have some fun, hang out. Give me a hug. I need it. Come on, just a little hug. It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with a little bro hug. It's okay. Just yes, I'm cupping your cheeks a little. That's not a big deal. It's honestly, if you're bothered by it, that says more about your homophobia than it does about me. Like if you can't let a bro cup your cheeks without getting all freaked out, then really you need to take a long look in the mirror about. Okay, thank you for watching.